Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Justin from Naughty's MMOs, and today I'm giving you guys a first look here of League of Legends. What this is a 3D fantasy MMO game created by Riot Games. Currently at the moment you could choose from 90 characters, and the characters list still rises from now. Go ahead and get into some of the gameplay, the features here. Down here is your power bars. You can cast spells depending on what your level is. For example, I decided to choose Disintegrate for my first spell. When you bring up the shop, which you have to be at your spawn area in order to bring up to buy anything, it's going to give you recommended items. Now for this first look, I will go off of the recommended items, but for futures, I would not recommend doing that. I would suggest looking into your character that you choose a lot more and pick the items that you want from there. Every week, though, it will have, I believe, 7 new characters each week if you are just a free-to-play member. If you want extra characters, you'll have to buy them from a shop, which you can get by getting points from playing the game. Either that, or what you could do is buy some Riot points. Either way, you'll gain points and you will easily get more heroes like that. One of the aspects that I want to show off here really quick while I can is if you go into the grass, you're going to be invisible and your opponent's not going to see you if for some reason they just so happen not to have seen me right there. Because if they didn't see me right there, then they wouldn't specifically attack me. They would just continue on with their day, just attacking the minions. Now, the main purpose of League of Legends is to destroy your opponent's nexus, which be right here. The nexus is guarded by a simplicity of 2 strong turrets, inhibitors, and in each row 3 weaker turrets is what stands between you and the nexus. Now, in order to get to turrets, you're going to need backup, which the minions and your partners come in handy there. You also might want to be careful a little bit too, because the turrets will also try to attack you. And if you lose a lot of health, well, just like any other game, you will die and you'll have to wait for a little bit to respawn. In order to get money into this game, you have to either A, as you can see right now from the bottom corner of my screen, every second you will gain 1 coin, or if you have any runes, which I'll get into detail on that later, you'll gain more money from there. The second way in order to gain money is by destroying your opponent's minions or opponent's heroes, which in order to do that, however, you have to have the last hit on your opponent, like right there for instance. If you get the last hit on your opponent's minions or heroes, you're going to gain extra coins from that. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and get into just a little bit more detail on the runes. There are 4 different types of runes, and you might want to pay a little attention to it when buying runes as well. The 4 different types of runes are mark. Marks are your offensive runes. If you're more of a person who likes to tank, you might want to research a little bit on the heroes that tank and buy more of the mark runes. Now if you're a defensive type, you will want to buy the seal runes. The seal runes will give off a lot more of the aspects of defense, although it will kind of contribute a little bit with the offense, but it's mainly for the defense. The third rune that would be perfect for the character that I'm using would be Annie, and that is the glyph runes. Glyphs is the magic type runes. These would be perfect for bringing up more mana, having mana regen, anything like that that would do for magic or spell person. And the final type of runes that you'll want to pay attention to are the quintessence runes. Now these runes are special. These are your utility runes. They could be used for anything. But the only problem with that is you can only get them once you hit level 10. And then also on top of that, all the runes in total are going to be in tiers, like tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. Tier 1 runes you can get at any level. They won't stop you at all from trying to buy any runes. Tier 2s you can get once you hit level 10. When you hit level 10, you can buy the tier 2 runes as much as you want, and then at level 30, once you hit level 20, you can buy tier 3 runes. Also, I'll show this in another video as well. I just lost something, I know that. Hopefully I'll get it back here soon, but in the meantime, another thing that you can do to get more runes is lose my train of thought. In order to gain also runes as well, is you want to combine some of the runes. Check either in the description below for a link on how to combine runes to get even better runes, or possibly the same runes of the exact type. Now talking a little bit on the same side of getting on destroying your opponent's nexus, there is a certain structure that you will have to go by in order to destroy your opponent's nexus. Like I said before, the things that are standing between you and destroying your opponent's nexus, which I will show you here in just a second. I'm going to go ahead and back off real quick and teleport, because I do need to heal my mana. In order to destroy your opponent's nexus, you have to get to your two opponents' main turrets. These are the strongest turrets in the games. By the way, I should point out real quick that the nexus is the minion generator, as you can see right here in just a few seconds. These are going to supply your minions. Without the nexus, you're not going to spawn any more minions, and therefore you will lose the game. The inhibitors, if you destroy all 3 of the inhibitors, you're going to gain more powerful minions and you're gonna give your opponents a huge disadvantage. But if you don't destroy your opponent's 2 main turns within a certain amount of time, the inhibitors are going to regrow, and they will not provide you with any more stronger minions. You will still produce minions, just not as strong as they were. Okay, so that really does it for this portion of the video of the gameplay footage. Check out for part 2 of my first look of League of Legends to get a little more inside look on how things go in the League of Legends. Again, this is Justin from Naughty MMOs. Be sure to check out part 2 of the video, and definitely I will talk to you guys later. Take care.